Elsewhere, someone is spending their family vacation stuck in a cab listening to gridlock traffic. Not in North Carolina. For richer experiences, get real experiences. For real, visit NC.
Hey Mama, have you been looking for guided meditations that can really speak to this journey of motherhood? Then check out the Meditation for Moms podcast. Free guided meditations that are here to help support you throughout the entire journey of motherhood. Motherhood is no joke. It's full of incredible highs, heartbreaking lows, and everything in between. Meditation for Moms gives you guided meditations that will speak to your soul no matter what season of motherhood you're in. Listen for free today. Follow Meditation for Moms on your favorite podcast player.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 1784, Finding Your Kin, The Importance of Friendship as You Age, by Ryan Frederick of Here.life. Hello, everybody. I am Greg Audino, your host and narrator, back again for another episode of Optimal Relationships Daily. And today we are going to be talking about friendship, which is of great value, yet still difficult to sustain sometimes as we age. This post helps you to see that value and provide some insight on how we can successfully build those chosen families, as we might call them. So let's get right to the reading now and optimize your life. Finding Your Kin, The Importance of Friendship as You Age, by Ryan Frederick of Here.life. Approaching 18 years ago, my wife and I were married over the July 4th holiday weekend in Southern California. Many made a vacation of it, and we were fortunate to be surrounded by a large number of family and friends. Our parents' chosen family, their collection of close friends, was also well represented. I took note. Both sets of our parents shared a similar life's journey, moving from the Rust Belt, a mix of Pennsylvania and upper state New York, to California, with stops along the way. With each life chapter, they picked up friends. From childhood, college, the military, work, neighbors, kids' school, volunteering, church, and more. Some of these friendships became as deep as bloodlines. They became chosen family. The people you would choose as family if you could. Chosen family was necessary because their extended family, parents, siblings, aunts, and uncles, were thousands of miles away. In the cover article of a recent issue of The Atlantic, entitled "The Nuclear Family Was a Mistake," the author, David Brooks, outlines a narrative of family formation from the early days of our country to the present. In short, when our society was agrarian, our families were large. 8 or 9 kids was not uncommon, and extended family lived close by. Kids and family were necessary for the economic engine of farming. With industrialization, young people pursued economic opportunity and left for the city in bourgeoising suburbs. They formed their own nuclear families, often far from extended family. Until 1850, roughly 3/4 of Americans lived with their kids and grandkids. By 1960, the ratio flipped, with 77.5% of all children living with 2 parents who were married and apart from their extended family. Our parents fit into Brooks's description. Along the course, Brooks argues, we traded family stability and loyalty for convenience, privacy, and mobility, with important benefits, but also often overlooked costs. In short, the good news about our modern culture: you're on your own. You are free to choose your path in life. Manifest destiny. Carpe diem. Conversely, the bad news about our modern culture: you're on your own. Life will surely knock you down, and you may not have someone alongside you to pick you up. It should come as no surprise that loneliness and depression are rising. What's one to do, particularly in a life that may span a century and be full of the inevitable ups and downs? We need to find our people, our kin, our chosen family. Friendships take chemistry, and they take time. Researchers suggest that it takes about 50 hours to move from an acquaintance to a friend, and as many as 200 hours to consider somebody a best friend. Chosen family are more akin to best friends. You should feel comfortable to reach out to them at any time, and they should be responsive. Many of us need chosen family throughout life, but some chapters are more critical than others. Some of us are caught in the sandwich generation, caring for kids and parents simultaneously. This can be extraordinarily stressful, and often the burden falls on the adult daughter. my good friend, Ann Tumlinson, started and runs daughterhood.org, which provides content and support for women supporting their parents. Daughterhood.org organizes circle groups that allow women with common challenges to come together in person and support each other. For some, this can be the beginning of finding chosen family at a key time. Older adults often need chosen family too. We are new to Austin, but our neighbor in her early 80s, Colleen, has sought us out. She has asked my wife to stop in to help out around the house and to run some errands for her. I've provided some training on Google Sheets at her request. Maybe that's just what a good neighbor does. Or maybe it's the beginning of adding chosen family. In other situations, we need to be aware of people who need chosen family and take action. Paige, part of our chosen family from our years in San Francisco, now lives in Richmond, Virginia. She and her young daughters have made a friendship with an older widow on their street, Miss Polly. Paige could tell that Miss Polly was lonely, and so she started visiting with no set agenda, just to say hi. These visits became more regular, at least weekly, and a special intergenerational bond has formed. Place matters. Chosen family, at least some of it, must be close enough so you can spend time together and be there for life's various twists and turns. Finding your kin can happen virtually anywhere, but some places are easier than others. If you don't have your kin and you've been trying for some time, maybe it's time to change places. Maybe you're just not in the right place for you now. I should mention that chosen family ought not to replace family, but to augment it. While our family lives across the country and beyond, we're still able to get our extended family together most years. A couple of years ago, we started a text thread that includes about a dozen family members across 3 generations. People share funny stories, memorable pictures, and prayer requests. It's a way to keep in touch, even though we're not physically close. With 2 teenagers and an aspiring teenager, our immediate family is not planning any weddings in the near future. However, when the time comes, I'll be eager to celebrate with our family, our chosen family, and chosen family that we've yet to meet. There will be much to be grateful for. You just listened to the post titled, Finding Your Kin, The Importance of Friendships as You Age, by Ryan Frederick of Here.life.
Priceline presents Go to Your Happy Price. What's up? It's Kaylee Cuoco. When it comes to travel, we all have a happy place. You can see yourself already there. It's beautiful. It might be sunny and sandy for some, neon and urban for others, deserts or rainforests or hiking trails. With Priceline, you can get to your happy place for a happy price with deals you really can't find anywhere else. Like up to 60% off select hotels to Costa Rica or 5-star hotels for 2-star prices in Cabo. Go to Priceline.com and travel to your happy place for a happy price. All right, see ya. I'm off to Miami. No, actually, wow, look at that. No, I'm going to Hawaii now. Ooh, Cancun looks nice. You know what? Belize looks pretty nice this time of year. Or, Palm Springs.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
The new 2023 Ford Escape is the perfect getaway car. Featuring an available 13.1-inch center stack screen, 360-degree camera, and Bang & Olufsen sound system and spatial flexibility for extra legroom. The new 2023 Ford Escape. Learn more at Ford.com. Some models, trims, and features may not be available or may be subject to change.
And there we have it. Thanks a lot to Ryan for this post. You know, one part that stuck out for me in particular was his reminder that chosen family ought not to replace the family that we're born into, but to augment it. I really enjoyed that line because, like Ryan, I have done a lot of moving around and ultimately settled far away from any of the family I was born into. I come from Rhode Island, where the emphasis on family and long-standing friendships is taken very seriously, it seems. So much so that, for me, there was even a lot of guilt to wade through as I was seeing new places and making new and valuable friendships, many of which I definitely would consider chosen family. And you might feel similarly if, for any reason you've been made to feel as though there's a sense of betrayal in expanding your network. Just a reminder today that there is nothing wrong with this, and you have every right to establish relationships with the people that feel right to you. I would argue that chosen family is highly valuable even if you do still live near the family you were born into or your childhood friends. Again, you can have both, as different relationships in your life serve different functions. If you've undergone a lot of changes in your life, it might be easier to express your new and current self to the people you meet now, whereas a shared sense of history is more front and center in the relationships that you've had for a while. Just like in romance, we can't put all the pressure on one person to do every single thing for us. So think on that, everyone, as you go out there and build new lasting relationships. It's time to wrap things up for now, but I'm so glad you stopped in, as always. Be sure to check out our weekly bonus episode, which is live now as well, and I hope to see you there. That's where your optimal life awaits.